Hi everybody and welcome back. I'm joined by Kate and Tony from UK Games Expo, and today we're having a closer look at the organised play for the event. So, one of the things you guys do is you organise tons of cool events for people to be playing and engaging in during the show. But I'd like to do a bit of a rundown on some of the highlights of what you have this year.
So we've actually got the Fantasy Flight Nationals at the Games Expo this year, which is a whole wealth of different games and things running for tournaments, people competing against each other to see who is the best at playing anything from Armada to X-Wing to Imperial Assault and things like that. We are also running Keyforge. Now, this is part of the 2019 Keyforge Vault Tour, which we're very excited to be able to host here as well. And they have...
Yes, cool.
Sorry, but they've got a number of... side events and things which are happening too, but they've also got a little store that if you've been collecting your amber, collect your amber on the app, it means you can come along and there'll be stuff for small amounts of amber, or if you've collected a huge amount.
So it's like the tickets at a amusement.
It's like a prize wall. So I think it's amber shards, isn't it?
Amber shards, yes.
Yes, that you can collect, and during that you can either just collect some more by playing in the Vault Tour, but you can cash them in, and they'll have a big wall of prizes. That's cool. That you can go and select from.
Yes.
I know with the X-Wing in the Nationals is the new Hyperspace Cup format, and we've also got Armada, Destiny, and Imperial Assault. Nice. In addition to that, we've also got the Grand Kotei for Legend of the Five Rings. So this will be the second year we've hosted that. So that's always very popular.
Very cool, very cool. The Keyforge one, though, I'm very curious to see how an organised play event runs for it without the deck building, because that's the one thing that jumped out at me for that game.
It's very interesting. I think so they're very excited to see how this happens, and we've had an awful lot of people very, very keen, if only to go along and go, come on then, can we do this? How good are you at just playing the game straight out of the deck?
Yeah, I think having spoken to several of the guys at Asmodee with this new product, they're also very interested in come to the Asmodee stand, demo Keyforge, learn how to play it, go buy a deck, and play in the tournament.
Yes. Yeah.
So that... where really that's never going to happen with Magic, because you need to learn to play the game.
You need to learn the meta.
Get a bank loan.
Or sell your first child.
Second mortgage.
That's right. Buy the thousands of cards, then build. Now, I'm not having a go at Magic, because that's exactly what I do, because I love Magic the Gathering. But there's a real investment before you can start playing really in tournaments. However, with Keyforge, this idea that you come along, learn to play it, now I can play in a tournament.
And just leverage your deck as best you can.
Yes, absolutely.
And just because the interesting, I mean, I got a couple of the Keyforge decks at Gen Con. We went to the launch event, which was very funny, because they launched this Keyforge. They said, this is Keyforge, you won't be able to build your deck, etc. And then they had the question time, and the first two questions were, can I change my deck? And you're like, no, he just said. And then the second guy came up and said the same thing. He just asked that, and I almost felt like getting on stage and go, no, guys, he's told you this stuff. Mr. Richard Garfield himself has told you these things.
I don't know, at that event, I actually went out of the in-flight report just a smidge early, and then swung on into the demo area to get the very first demo game of Keyforge.
Right. Well, me and Richard got these decks, and then we didn't go anywhere. And if you remember, there weren't any rules in those decks, were there? So then Richard and I were playing it with no rules and no understanding. We would just go, here comes a big thing, splat. So our first experience was a little wonky until Richard went and got a demo and come back and went, no, it doesn't play like that.
Honestly, it's a fabulous game system, and if it's something you're curious about, definitely go and check it out. What else
worth
on the menu?
Catan?
Catan is very exciting because we have the UK Nationals at the Expo this year. Now, the winner of the UK Nationals has a seat at the European Championships, which is in the Netherlands. But also, whoever wins the UK Nationals also has a seat at the World Championships, and that is in Bermuda. which is pretty awesome.
Just to be clear, before you go and buy yourself a ticket, because I can see you thinking holiday, suntan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or where's Bermuda?
Look how pasty I am.
So you can do that. At the moment, it's not clear whether or not that the expenses are paid for, in other words, flights, etc.
Right.
So at the moment, you get a seat.
Yes.
Now, it may be they will do something towards that, but it's still in early stage. But what you will get is the opportunity. You've got a seat at both of those competitions.
Yes,
so we just like to be clear, because I don't want people to think they're getting something and then come along and go, oh, no, you've just got an opportunity.
Yes.
Okay, but we were, as Catan let us know and get some more details on that, then we'll let you know what the score is and what you get. But
so
either way,
keep an eye on the newsletter.
Absolutely. Yep. Sign up for the newsletter, sign up for Organised Play, and we'll keep you informed of that. Keep an eye on the Facebook as well. And between those, you should get that news as soon as we've got it. So we won't be holding back.
No,
what else have we got going on, Kate?
So we're actually doing Carcassonne as well. Now, the winner of the Carcassonne tournament means that they have £250 towards attending the World Final, which is in Essen in Germany in October.
Lovely.
At the Essen Spiel.
At the Essen Spiel, yes. Which is... it's good, isn't it? It's all this international travel for playing games.
Yes, it
My
is.
mum went to Birmingham and now I'm going to Bermuda. Yeah.
Well, I do remember there was one year where the Catan finalist was, I think, shipped off to Europe for a final, and a 14-year-old child won it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so we were stood there going, I'm not sure we can ship a 14-year-old child.
Not legally.
Only in a crate.
I don't think UPS will take that package.
No.
But thankfully, I think Catan paid for his dad to go as well.
Oh, that's lovely.
So
Which is very cool.
they both went off for that, and that was a great event. So I think you'll find that, taking part in these things can suddenly open up all sorts of opportunities. And actually just playing in some of these organised events. I know some people are frightened of them. They're thinking, oh, well, everybody's going to be very intense.
Yeah.
Now, let's be honest, there are a couple of intense people in there.
This is true.
If you're going to organised play or tournament play, you're going to expect power gamers. I mean, like me, I enjoy that because I love a challenge. I love, my brain versus theirs, see who's going to win.
I just like winning by pure luck and watching them start to cry. That's what I love.
See, after years of working here, I'm hardwired to meta, so I find myself having to tone down the stuff I play at the local club.
Oh, right,
Oh, dear.
yes.
So it's kind of nice to be let off the chain once in a while.
Well, me and my son have started playing Friday Night Magic at our local game shop in Stourbridge.
Yep.
Phoenix Games, great guys. Good shout out to them.
Yeah.
They also help us judge our awards. So great group of guys, and we've started playing on a Friday Night Magic, and Toby's very much into the meta game. I don't think he understands what it is, but but he keeps going on about the meta, and I think he's coming from his computer gaming. I, on the other hand, are just going, oh, look, shiny card.
Yeah. Oh, I'll take a full booster box.
So yes, we did work our way through a couple of booster boxes the other week as it Ravnica Allegiance came out. So we're sort of getting into that organised play, and it's a great, so having those opportunities to play, and Expo will be we're working on some things to help you get involved in gaming outside the Expo as well, which we can talk about at another point, another juncture.
Yeah.
What else have we got? Board gaming. So we hold a whole bunch of. So it's not just Catan, is it, Kate? We've got a whole bunch of other tournaments.
Yep. So Splendor and Agricola, also Dominion as well.
I love Dominion.
New for this year, yes.
Why do I get the feeling he just says, okay, bye guys?
Well, it would be all right if there were more moats in the game, then I would love Dominion more, but there aren't enough moats in the game.
Militia.
No. We've also got new for this year, Terraforming Mars.
Yes, this
which
is
would be
one
very
I
interesting.
really want to play in, but I have to work.
Yeah, we have to do that too. It's a bummer, isn't it? Someone should run a convention.
But also we've got RPGs.
Yes.
So again, very large RPG schedule. It's not just a board games convention. It's not just a war games convention. So we have hundreds of RPG sessions across the weekend. So we've got Pathfinder Society. We've got the large D&D epic.
Yep.
So the 100-player game where you all play together. It's fantastic.
I still think that's just lunacy.
You have the D&D Open as well.
Oh yes, for the D&D Open is coming back. So I remember playing in the D&D Open at Gen Con in Manchester. Yeah, where I bowled up, entered the D&D Open, and got to the final 3 tables.
Wow!
Where I got absolutely minced in the first 20 minutes.
I remember the D&D Open at Canberra Sands, and I got to the final, and then I went to America, and I was 19, and my dad was not impressed. So you
won?
I did, yeah.
And I got minced in 20 minutes.
Yeah, but you run a really big games convention and I work for you. Please can I work for you still?
So D&D Open's coming back. So it'll be fun to see how that format works out.
Yeah, especially with the new edition.
Very exciting. Yes. Everyone is just so keen on people playing 5th and it becoming accessible to new people. And so I love D&D in all its formats. I don't mind whether it's 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Don't mind if it's Pathfinder. I like D&D.
Yeah, so, well, I mean, like at the minute, I'm playing with a group on Discord. You know, we've got a Dean, we've got a couple from England, we've got a couple from the south of Ireland. And
does that work really well?
It actually does.
Because I've just bought Fantasy Grounds online play thing, but because I'm not very bright, I've bought it so we can play face to face. Because I wanted to put all the maps and stuff up and go, oh, look, shiny screen.
We use Discord and Google Drive.
Oh, so we're using Roll20, and that seems to be quite good. There's some resources and things, but it's also a freebie thing until you start getting into it. So
anyway,
cool.
In addition to that, while we go off on a geek fest of D&D,
this is why I love these guys. They're just like us.
There's war games.
There are war games.
British Historical Wargaming Society. The guys are coming back, so they're holding their tournaments with us. So
we've got Mortem et Gloriam, we've got Art de la Guerre, and we've got DBMM, which I'm not going to do the Latin for because I will.
We have to read these off a bit of paper. You can see us glancing down because none of them are like, stompy whack stick easy names.
Like, GKR, Giant Killer Robots.
Or your what's your favourite board game? The not the Schnurkel Burgle ghosty one.
Oh, Geister Schatzumeister, which is probably a complete mangled version. But I bought it as a German ghost game I play with the kids, which is sort of ghost hunting game in a house. But my wife loves that game to the point she just tortures us with it. Because we can't beat it. And we went on holiday once and the children are playing it and we nearly got out of the house and failed. And she said, right, we'll have another go. And the kids went, can we do something else? No, you're playing this. We're going to beat this game.
You get some games that are like that. Look at Pandemic.
Yes.
Pandemic is one of those games. I've only ever beaten it the once. But when I did, I felt so good.
Shirt over the head.
No, see, I beat it once, and then we discovered that we'd been cheating.
That's harsh, man.
It's like, oh no.
And now you have to play honestly.
Didn't actually win. Let's do it again.
There's the, as I say, the historical war gamers are there. Yeah. There is just an awful. There's a range here. So you have got your intense, organised tournament people. If that's you, come along. We've got you covered.
Yep.
But also there's the sort of casual stuff for the RPGs. For some of these board game tournaments, by the way, 7 Wonders, they're run by MSO, Mind Sports Olympiad. Great guys from London do all the reffing for that for us, and really pick which games are popular at the moment. So that's why they've suggested Terraforming Mars. But they're great if you want a couple of 3 hours playing your favourite board game. I think they're much more gentle. They're not as intense, and we get an awful lot of sign-ups on the weekend for those.
See, I like the idea of them because it's dropping you in. Board games are always far more social than war games. War games is very much I am against you. Whenever it's board games, it's more sitting down, beer pretzels, having a laugh.
And to some extent, with a lot of board games, is that you're developing your own position rather than stuffing somebody else's up. Which is why I'm not so keen.
Sometimes I find when you play with the same group over and over, if they know you're good, you get targeted a lot. So getting dropped into a random group, you can just have a good time.
You also have different styles of play. So with all of these tournaments, it might be this is how we play it, this is how I've learned how to play it, but holy cats, this guy does it like this, or this lasser's got this set of stuff, and you see a whole, it opens up the game again. So even if you think it might be intense, absolutely give it a go. People are massively welcoming on this. They just want to play games with you.
The worst that can happen is you get absolutely massacred and humiliated.
But if you have a nice time, that's okay.
Well, no, if you get massacred, what you do is you've got them covered. They go out and they buy more games to feel better.
Board flip.
No, tabletop. I'm guessing that's against the etiquette.
Yeah,
there's probably something in the terms and conditions somewhere.
Health and safety, Mackie.
I've got a meeple in my eye. Meeple-related injuries.
I'm going to take this X-wing out my ear.
So is that everything for organised play, or are there any others you might cover?
There's basically a ton of stuff, and more is being added each week. So we've had the first of the role-playing games in each Friday. That will be updated as more stuff comes through. We'll try and give a shout out about it again. Sign up for the newsletter. Check out Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Just keep an eye on the feeds.
We are getting input from companies. A lot of companies tend to work on this is the next show, this is the next show, this is the next show. So especially with some of this organised play, those who sort of do that sort of organisation, it's about now they start coming to us and going, can we run this tournament? Can we run this tournament? So there's always new stuff coming up. So, don't go on the website and think that's it. RPGs especially, we should mention, we release the new RPGs that have come in for us every Friday.
Gotcha.
So rather than putting them up randomly, which we've done in past years.
You just do a nice block.
On a Friday, everything we've had come in that we've approved and gone, right, that's fine. On a Friday, the new batch of RPGs will be released. So don't go on now and think, that's all the RPGs. It is like herding cats. And we love our RPG GMs, and they are fantastic ladies, gentlemen, and indiscriminate. So before I get into trouble with somebody, which I probably just have, Richard will now be screaming at the screen.
Why?
But whoever they are, they're really great. They put huge amounts of effort into this. I mean, I GM at conventions still, and I remember how much effort it was. If you do all that prep and then the players destroy it.
Well, you have this
our job.
Carefully crafted, masterfully designed plot character standing at the bar. Right, what do we see? You see this character at the bar. He looks quite interesting. There's also a goblin in the corner. Let's go talk to the goblin.
I've done the goblin. I thought you were going to go and do that.
Oh, no, we did that to RGM last week.
Oh, no.
No, we came into a room with magic mirrors. There were 3 of them. We were meant to pick one. We picked another one because our tiefling just went, I'm going to touch this mirror. Your finger goes through. I'm going to walk through. No!
No, you're
bypass.
No, you're in the middle of a forest half a map away.
So go on the Friday as they bring their adventures together and get them organised, especially with the Pathfinder Society. It's about now we start getting those adventures together. So don't go on and have a panic that your favourite thing isn't there. Every Friday up until the show, we'll be releasing new stuff.
Awesome. And that's role playing, and live role playing as well. On there, so it's good.
Right, well, that is some of the organised play for UK Games Expo. Make sure and keep your eyes out. Drop your comments below. What are you hoping to see at the event for organised play? What are you hoping to take part in? We'll move on and see you again soon.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now, and be sure to check out beastsofwar.com for the latest gaming news and gaming let's plays. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.